Well, hello everyone out there. It's been quite some time since I've last chatted with you. I'm doing fantastic, by the way. Um, I wanted to come to you today because there is an issue that greatly, I guess you would say, greatly affects our community if it goes unchecked for many reasons. It's been recently brought to my attention that there is this transgender woman from Canada whose name is Jessica Yaniv. And she is getting a lot of publicity for some incredibly inappropriate pedophile-like things that she has done. And I feel that we need to get out in front of it because right now, only the far right has decided to speak on this. And of course, they don't have any objective look at us as human beings. They don't see us as human beings. They dehumanize us. And so I think it's important that we do talk about this because from what I've read and what I've seen, what she's done is incredibly inappropriate. It's disgusting. She is, in my opinion, 100% a pedophile. But that is not because she's transgender. Because if you look at Google, you'll see, you just type in her name, Jessica Yaniv, and we'll just go to the first page. And it's just a bunch of transphobic titles, like when trans activism empowers sexual harassment, as if we are only sexual predators. Their only incentive is to be sexual predators. Another article here. Man who identifies as, quote, female, putting the quotes against female as if we're not female, because they don't see us as females. They are pushing this out as their narrative. And especially, it was really brought to my attention because of that self-hating trans woman, Blair White, who panders to alt-right bigots for mediocre YouTube fame, is totally on top of this. And I haven't even watched the video. I really don't want to because she has no objective look at her own community. I tried to find any nonpartisan sources that I could, and I found a couple sources. But one particular is this left-wing vlogger called Vosh. I believe it's Vosh. It's spelled V-A-U-S-H. Anyway, he basically says that this woman is a predator, has nothing to do with the fact that she's transgender. And the fact that she's transgender should have nothing to do with this. And I agree 100% because, like I said, all the far right is going to do is use this to blanketly stereotype all of us as predators, which is what they love to do because they're triggered by us and they don't know how to deal with us. So, before I get into one of his clips, first off, I just want to tell everyone, major trigger warnings. It's incredibly creepy and disturbing. Specifically, one of her victims has come forward. At the time, she was 15, and Jessica Yaniv, was not out as a trans woman, so she was still living as her former gender. And it's a conversation that she had with this 15-year-old girl. It's incredibly predatory, and it's incredibly disturbing. So again, I want to give you a trigger warning. But before I go into this video, I also want to mention one of the things that got her attention to begin with, and this was, I think, only just 2 days ago. She went to her local city council in Canada and tried to advocate for a topless swimming party, but for people 12 and up. And so that's already just fucking disturbing. But then she went one step farther by saying that she doesn't want any other adults, no parents, no guardians around, just her, at this pool party where 12-year-olds will be topless. So again, fucking disgusting. Absolutely despicable. I have no association with this woman, and everyone that I know in the trans community, and anyone in general, like, you are fucked in the head. You're disgusting if you want to even be associated with someone like this. So I, again, personally, am unequivocally am distancing myself from this person. She doesn't represent me. She doesn't represent any of us in our community. So again, here's a clip from Vosh specifically describing this predatory conversation she had with a 15-year-old girl. And again, please, trigger warnings. It's fucking disturbing.
Here's an exclusive from the admittedly shitty website The Post Millennial on a 15-year-old alleged victim of Jessica Yaniv speaks out. Let's scroll down and take a look at the actual source. Winky face. Lol. How old are you again? Tongue out face. 14. I don't know if I should, lol. Almost 15. I don't know. Why? 'Cause you're young, lol. And go further in. Can't I change in front of her? Lol. If you want. Lol, would that be okay if I did? Yeah, but it might make her uncomfortable. Ask her if it's okay if you can change in the room. Or should I wait to see what she does first? Sure. What do I do about my pads and stuff? Like, I haven't told her. This is a 15-year-old girl. Here's Jessica sending unsolicited pictures of her crotch and ass in women's jeans, asking how it looks. Here's when it turned overly sexual. Overtly. I'm sorry. I'm so, oh my god. You know, hungry. It rhymes with that. Torny. Smiley face. Why are you always so beautiful, lol? Did you ask me if I had big tits and a big ass on Anon? This is a 15-year-old girl, by the way. No. Oh, okay. I mean, the first thing, yes. The second thing, no. Yaniv called me a titty queen, asked me to marry him. At the time these messages were sent, apparently. She was not out as a trans woman. And I was only 15. He said he couldn't wait until I turned 16. Lol, but you're not 16. That means I can't do anything with you as much as you want that. Am I right? Nah.
I'm getting like physical discomfort.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this tampon out. Yeah, and take a pic of it, lol. No. Please? No. Then I can tell if you did it right. You weird fuck. Lol, please? I'd have to take a picture of my vagina to do that. Lol, no, just the tampon. So this is Jessica asking an underage girl to remove a tampon from her vagina and take a picture of the used tampon. For Jessica. Yaniv would send Rumpel, that's the last name of the alleged victim here, disturbing voice messages in an Elmo voice, saying things such as Elmo wants to fuck and Elmo loves pussy. In the final clip, Yaniv is heard saying, I love you, Jess Rumpel. Your boobies go up and down, up and down, up and down. Jessica is a creepy, disgusting, delusional, mentally ill predator who I don't want associated with me or anyone I care about, okay? But because all these fucking articles front and centered transphobia, because all these people fronted their arguments against her with, this disgusting, delusional man creature forces his male genitalia onto the... Then I have no fucking idea what's going on anymore. Because these people lie all the time. And they claim to care about this issue because this woman is a predator. And that's bad. But because they don't actually care about that, right-leaning people don't give a fuck about predators. You fucking kidding me? Donald Trump's enough. They backed Roy Moore. They backed Kavanaugh. They don't give a fuck about predators. What they care about is getting dunk points on trans people by using this fucking dipshit.
So again, sorry for that. It is incredibly disturbing and very hard to listen to, but I definitely felt that it was important to establish. I'm making a claim that this person is a pedophile and mentally ill, and I have to make sure that I'm using actual facts because there are so many people, again, on the right that unfairly and disgustingly compare us to predators, and I want to absolutely make sure in no way that I am doing any of their dirty work. I want us to be able, at some point, to just be like everyone else. If there's someone in our community that's a sexual predator, fuck them. Fuck them. That's disgusting. And I want us to be in no way associated with that person, and to have to constantly hear this bullshit from the far right that, oh, there's that one person, that one example, therefore all trans people are like this sick fuck. No. Okay? That's why I had Bosch bring up these allegations, and that's why I had him also reiterate the point that I just made, that we are people. We need to stop being dehumanized so people like bigots on the far right, like Ben Shapiro and Steven Crowder, who their whole devotion is to dehumanizing us, and sadly, Blair White, who's trying to now marginalize people non-gender conforming because she thinks it's quote-unquote not transgender. Well, sorry, girl. It is. We literally have trans in our name. We are transcending gender. That means that people who are non-gender conforming, that don't view themselves along the gender binary spectrum, are also transgender because they're transcending the concept of the binary gender spectrum. So, again, I just really want to reiterate that this is a person who's a monster that has nothing to do with the fact that she is transgender, and she is just a predator. And I hope that, this video was a little long, but I think it was necessary to help try and fight off what I see is going to be a big push from the far right. They're going to take this story and just use it to just as a huge marketing campaign against us, just like everything else. So please, look at this situation as for who this individual is, not us as a whole. So yeah, all that shittiness aside, just have a really fantastic day. Again, always, I love all of you so much. And I just really appreciate all the love and support that you give me and, in turn, the rest of our community. Please, again, I love you so much. Have the best day.